So this is the AV flyaway area. It's 5:30 in the morning. I told Bethany that I'd be okay here. I would not get murdered in the parking lot. She obviously did not agree with me, so she is here as well. Not on camera though, because, just woke up. So I think I wouldn't have gotten murdered. I would have been fine. Arrived at the hotel and going downstairs to meet my brother for a drink and a burger. Yeah, flight was easy. I miss Bethany and the dogs already. I missed him as soon as I left. I did not get murdered. That was a good thing. So far so good.
And that's how we do it.
So I just had lunch at my mom's place with my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece. And we went to the Children's Museum in Glenview. It's actually very cool. I was very impressed by it. Now I got 5 minutes to chill before I have to hop in an Uber to a train to go to the United Center to see Pearl Jam.
This is 9/5. Your birthday was okay. All right, let's get you some wine.
Going to Agit Bar and get Speeds.
So, Pearl Jam was fucking awesome. First show I ever saw was Pearl Jam in 7th grade, and they did not disappoint this time either. Opened up with elderly woman, then daughter. They basically played the 10 album, which is fantastic. Everything other than Jeremy. I couldn't record this last night, so this is the next morning, which is why I look really rough. And my voice is very shot, but hey, that's just because I was singing along and screaming, and they brought out Chris Chelios, and we found out before everybody that Chris Chelios' jersey was being retired in the rafters at Chicago Stadium, so at the United Center. So that was great. Eddie Vedder talked about how they played Chicago as much as they played Seattle. Just one of his favorite towns. Showed a picture of his mom and Dennis Rodman giving her a jersey, and joked about how she got a back tattoo of Dennis Rodman after that one. So yeah, they were engaging with the audience. They got a ton of energy. Yeah, just couldn't have asked for more. I mean, maybe I could have asked for Jeremy and Rearview Mirror. Those two I could have asked for more. But other than that, pretty perfect set.
So I am here in Sarkey's parking lot. That's where we would always go after a night of drinking for some nice greasy food. It's raining out here in Chicago, like it normally is, or the burbs of Chicago, I should say. Yeah, it kind of put a hamper on my filming desires, but gonna do the best I can. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me because of all the traffic, but this is the tiny little Dairy Queen that I worked at, my first job in high school. So you see how tiny it is, right? Down the block there would be a line from there all the way down the block. And then this used to not be here. I think they put it up because people would park in this parking lot and then walk over to Dairy Queen. Because as you can see, the parking lot is super tiny. There's just a couple of spaces back there and a space right here. Sark's was a failure because they only take cash. This used to only take cash, but now they don't anymore. Now they take credit card. Yeah, and I don't have a debit card on me. So I couldn't do Sark's. Sad times. So apparently I didn't need to bring cash or a credit card because they give it to me for free. It was just 2 hot dogs and a soda water. Saw my old boss in there. Still owns the place, I guess. And yeah, they passed it down in the family, and so now he's running the place. His name Bill. Caught up with him and his wife, and it was great. And I wanted to pay, and they said no, it's on us. And they just love when people come back. Old employees come back and check out the place, and so it was nice. He remembered me. She remembered my face, but she didn't remember my name so much. I mean, it's been a minute since I worked there. But yeah, I started around the same time that Bill started, who was the owner's son-in-law. He remembered me, and that was nice. It was a nice little trip down memory lane. So this is my old house, my childhood home where I grew up. Don't want to get too close to it. We didn't have the solar panels. That's new. But everything else, the door is different. We didn't have a blue door. That was not there. It was brown. There was a basketball hoop right there. I would school my brothers all the time. The front's changed a little bit. There used to be some bushes around there. There was a pool in the back. I think they don't have that anymore. I don't want to go too far into their house and be creepy. But yeah, this is where I grew up. Great house. Loved it. Family lived there for like 30 years. I thought I was gonna live in that house forever. Does everyone think that like when you grow up in your house that you're gonna live there forever and that's gonna be your forever house? Like, I don't know, it'll be passed down in generations. I don't know if that was just me. It didn't end up happening that way. And you know what? That's a good thing, because if it hadn't, this channel might never have started. Might never have met Bethany. Very glad where life has taken me so far in the direction it has. It has not been something that I had thought of or planned, pretty much any of it. So this is what has been in the back of my house where I grew up. Forest Preserve. Yeah, it's where we went to, you know, get into some trouble and explore, maybe drink some beer and do some other stuff. The cool thing is there's a bike path. This is a bike trail. Goes down there. You can go all the way to the botanical gardens here. So it's a nice long bike path through the woods. It's beautiful. So if you're ever in Wilmette area or Northfield area or, you know, somewhere in the Chicago suburbs, you should come and take this bike path. Quite the experience, and, you know, get in touch with nature, which you can't really do that much because there's not that much nature around here. It is suburbia, it is the city, so get in your nature where you can get it. So this is what they call New Trier West. I went to New Trier High School. This is their West campus. There was 2 campuses, and depending on which side of the map you were on, you would go to either New Trier West or New Trier East. New Trier West is kind of like the stepchild, redheaded stepchild of the 2. It got closed, and then they sent everyone to New Trier East, right? This is like a 5-minute walk from my house. New Trier East is not. Then, the year after I graduated, they started sending all the freshmen here because there were so many kids in school, 1,000 kids like in our grade. Just kept getting more and more kids every year. They had to open up this just for freshmen. This is the football stadium where I never played any football. I didn't really watch too much football either. I did not really have the school spirit. If you ever watched Making the Movies on Netflix, they talk about Home Alone. They had like built basically a basement and everything like in the house, like in the swimming pool at a school that wasn't being used. That school that wasn't being used is New Trier West, and that's what I had showed you earlier. And this is the park where Kevin Culkin runs through. Growing up as a kid, there'd be like music in the park here, so it was a cool little hangout for kids. We get into more trouble. There's a bridge back there, and under the bridge, we get into some trouble.
So, when Ken's out of town, that's my happy place, right there. I already bought like 4 books the other day, but I ordered 3 that they didn't have in stock. So here I am to pick them up.
This is Hackney's. That's the restaurant. And so whenever you hear Bethany and I talk about, you'll hear Bethany say a lot about how she would like be in a restaurant and there'd be that video game area that she would go to while you're waiting for your food and the adults are talking and everything. That's where this is at. I'm gonna see if the video game place is still there. This is it. This is the area that has all the video games. Right here is where Mortal Kombat used to be. This is where it began. Played the first Mortal Kombat here with Charlie when I was a kid. Amazing. I'm disappointed they still don't have Mortal Kombat. They should still have that. All right, so here at Pinstripes, a nice little bowling and bocce ball place. A couple of my brothers, 3 of them, my niece and my sister-in-law, and yeah, a lot of fun. Going out to hang out with some more friends from high school. I've never been to Pinstripes before, actually. Been here for a while, never been. It was all right. Our bowling lane kept getting screwed over like a bunch. We had to keep resetting it. It was like it seemed like we were spending more time actually messing with like the computer screen than bowling. Then they fixed it for us. They gave us the rest of the night bowling for free. So that's cool. There she is. Better now. Hey everybody, we're back.
We're
together.
united.
Yay! And so we're at my brother's Dave's place. Gonna have a family gathering here.
Yeah.
All 7 brothers at once. You should probably do the talking because my voice is shot.
Oh no, I think everybody needs to witness what happens when my husband goes to a Pearl Jam concert. He picked me up in the car and he couldn't talk and he also had a leg brace on. This is what happens when my husband's unsupervised.
This is true. It got worse the second day. Yesterday wasn't as bad. That's when I was doing most of the videos. And then today, it's just, it got bad.
He saved it all for me.
It did. So I'm here at the airport and I had to get another sweatshirt because I never bring a sweatshirt with me and it's freezing here in the airport, more so than it was in Chicago and freezing on the plane. So I had to buy a sweatshirt last time I was in Chicago and I had to buy another one. And this is like the only one they had in my size and it is the ugliest freaking color in the world. No, even like the pink, they didn't have my size. So even if I wanted that, it wouldn't have worked. I have realized that, being away 11 years now from Chicago, it always used to feel like home when I came back, but now it does not. Looking forward to going back to Los Angeles, and that feels like home now, which is weird. It's weird that it feels like that, but overall, fun trip. It was great seeing the family. It was great kind of visiting some old spots. It's nice to see that and to know that I've moved on, we've moved on, life's moved on. Yeah, that's just the way it goes.